Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Ultra hardware number 34868. This is their 120 degree version of a half-inch overlay sort of hinge. So that means, here's your cabinet side here, obviously. The door would set in here. And it obviously opens to 120 degree. Okay. This can be installed. This is installed in a few different ways, and they're thankfully called out on the instructions. So this is a half-inch overlay model, and the different application types are on the instructions. So if you would please pull that up, we can review it. Half-inch overlay is the amount that the door hangs over the jamb, basically, is the reference to half-inch. It's an overlay sort of application where the door is not inset, okay? It is, not flush at all. It's on the face of the jamb, and it's a half-inch overlay from the jamb. But the different applications can force your dimension to be different. So we're going to start at A, go with A, B, and C. A is where you have two doors that are going to swing out, back into each other, basically, where you've got one left-hand door and one right-hand door. And the dimension that you need to space between the two doors is dimension R, 9/16. You can see from dimension B, where you've got a cabinet installation, where you've got a wall application, whatever the case might be, where it's opening up into a wall. Your R dimension needs to be 1/4 inch. And then if you've got a pair of doors, two of them, and they both swing in the same direction, which is common as well, then you're going to have a R value of 1/2 inch. The installation instructions are very straightforward. Remove the old hinges. Make sure that you've got, step 2 is everything we just went over from the chart down here. Step 2 says make sure that you've got the proper overlay. Step 3, place the hinges in the existing cup holes and mark the center for each screw. And then some other notes. So what they're saying is they're assuming that these are replacement hinges and that these are going to get installed into the existing holes that you've got going there. And you might, you're going to insert these wood inserts into your doors, then your screws will thread into those. Okay. Drill 1/16, step 4, drill 1/16 pilot holes for each screw while assuring that you do not drill through the front of the door. Replace hinges and attach with number 5 screws provided. Okay, that's all straightforward. Those are these screws here. Step 5, once hinges have been mounted on the door, hold the door centered in the jamb opening. Place the frame brackets along the frame edge. That would be the reference to the frame brackets here. And you've got a stop built into here, in here. With alignment prongs firmly against the front of the face frame. Mark the center of the screw slot in line with the stamped marks. I don't see any stamped marks, but when you butt this hinge firmly against these stops to the face frame, you'll mark your holes is the bottom line. Put them in about the center so you get yourself a little bit of adjustment. Mark the center. Drill 3 32nd pilot holes for these screws. Be careful not to over drill. Secure the frame brackets with the number 6 screws provided. Those are definitely provided and they're here. Okay. To ensure proper hinge operation, it will be necessary to leave a small portion of the frame showing between the doors when mounting multiple cabinets. See the chart for more instrument. This reference is to here. That's obvious because you've got a hinge that's going to, throw the door out into something else. You've got to leave a margin. Adjustments, and this is really critical. Height adjustment, to adjust the height up to 1/16 in either direction. Loosen screw A. And screw A is obviously going to be the two that you just attached so that you can move it up or down a little bit. Side adjustment, to adjust up to 1/16 in either direction, loosen screw B and that will allow you, this is screw B here, that's going to allow you to literally throw the door in its position a little bit out, is what it will do. It's certainly not a poor quality hinge at all, and it is certainly no less of quality than I've seen from other companies at all. I wouldn't hesitate to use it on a standard sort of application, et cetera, et cetera. And I, as a matter of fact, I have used these in a personal application about 2 years ago, and they work just fine. No complaints about them at all. Okay, if you have any questions on the Ultra hardware, 34868, 120 degree half overlay steel base hinge. It is in a nickel finish, by the way. Sold per pair, so when you buy one, you're going to get one package like this. There's 2 of them in there. Keep that in mind. The extended description calls that out. If you have any questions on this hinge or any other Ultra product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much.